From Peru's high Andes to the Altiplano, deep canyons to classic colonial towns, and way down in the very south of the country, running along the border with Bolivia, is one of the world's greatest lakes. Titicaca, the highest navigable lake on the planet at 4,000 meters above sea level. But given Titicaca lies at the very heart of Peru's most revered ancient empire, it attracts relatively few tourists. Titicaca is said to be the birthplace of the Incan civilization. The first sacred couple, Mama Ocllo and Manco Capac, rose out of the water, marched to Cusco, and there founded one of the greatest civilizations of the Americas. This is a land loaded with legends and ancient history. There are communities here whose ancestors even predate the great Incan civilization. Like the Uros Indians, who live on the dozens of floating man-made islands built with matted local reeds called tortora. The ground gives as you step upon the decaying plant matter, but the Uros have lived this way for more than 1,000 years. The community has developed a cottage tourism industry, ferrying visitors to the islands to demonstrate their unusual way of life. But compared to the numbers heading to Machu Picchu, few tourists make the journey to Titicaca. Yet the banks of the lake are littered with archaeological ruins, many of them from pre-Columbian times. Local community leader Gregorio Paredes is working to preserve one such ruin.
Estamos en un complejo arqueológico de Silustani.
We're now at Siustani at 3,890 metres above sea level, and this archaeological complex is rather neglected by the authorities. I would like to see its conservation so that future generations will be able to see how we were before. I don't think we'd ever build something like this again, but thanks to our ancestors, we have these great memories.
Local communities have been quick to think up ways to cater to curious visitors. Simon Apatza, a local farmer, has opened up his home so that tourists can witness the lives of ordinary villagers and see how they work the land. In return, he hopes just for a tip. It's a small amount of money, but can make a big difference to rural families.
Peru tiene un montón de culturas como Chilpas y Yustani.
Peru has a lot of culture like the ruins of Hustani or other beautiful sites like Huli and our churches, but we would like to get more tourism here.
Actually, there are plenty of tourists coming to Peru. In the last 5 years, visitor numbers have almost doubled, but most tourists have one place in mind: Machu Picchu, rediscovered almost 100 years ago by American archaeologist Hiram Bingham. Now nearly 1 million tourists visit each year. They travel there from Cusco, gateway to the fabled capital of the Incan Empire. Getting a seat on the train there has become increasingly difficult and expensive. It's an Orient Express service with white tablecloths and onboard entertainment. A ticket on the Inca Trail is also hard to come by. Numbers have been capped in recent years, and hopeful visitors must book months in advance to try to secure a place. But there is much more to see in Peru beyond Cusco and Machu Picchu. The country's second colonial city, Arequipa, also has all the trimmings left by Spanish imperialists, from cathedrals to convents to classical plazas. Rimmed by active volcano peaks, this city is the gateway to Colca, one of the world's deepest canyons.
Machu Picchu is famous thanks to Hiram Bingham, but Colca Canyon brought us more caves. We have terraces, ruins from the pre-Inca time. There are more than just Machu Picchu. There are many, many options here.
Plummeting over 3,000 meters, Colca is twice as deep as the Grand Canyon in the USA. That means to watch Andean condors, one of the world's largest birds, you don't need to look up in the sky. From the top of the canyon, these majestic birds ride the thermals at eye level. All along the canyon's flank, tiny villages dot the landscape. On the ancient terraces, farmers grow potatoes, coffee and quinoa, while breeding alpaca and llama for meat and wool. On market days, villagers carry their produce miles to trade and barter with neighbours. It's a true glimpse of traditional Quechuan life and 1,000 miles away from the crowds.